Hi everyone, today I wanted to show you how to make a healthy appetizer, and all you need is some nuts, cucumber, tomatoes, lemon, garlic, paprika, and dill. This was actually really hard to find for some reason. I don't think it's in season right now, and it's more expensive. I thought it was gonna be like cilantro, which is 50 cents a bundle, but this was $2 a bundle. So make sure you don't waste it. So first of all, you need to get, hi Sherry. So first of all, you need to get some nuts, and you gotta soak your nuts. So you gotta make sure they're raw nuts. So this recipe called for sunflower seeds, but the girl who told me about the recipe online, actually, the recipe originally called for almonds. So I'm using cashews because those were the only nuts I had, and they're raw nuts. You could use whatever raw nuts you have. And what you want to do is you have 1 cup of raw nuts, and you gotta soak your nuts in double the amount of water. So it's 2 cups of water, and you do it for 2 to 24 hours. This was soaking probably for about 12 hours, I'd say. Okay, so you got your nuts right here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put some garlic in it. So what we're doing is we're making a pate, which is a fancy word for pureed nuts, I guess. Or you can make meat out of it. I think it's the vegan version of a pate, because pate is usually made with meat. So you put 1 clove of garlic. I just use this because it's just way easier. And you put some paprika. I don't measure things usually too much. And then you gotta chop up some dill. I will do that for you. I'm just gonna do, it says 2 tablespoons of dill chopped. This looks about 2 tablespoons-ish. I like to measure with my eye. So if it's a recipe that's like cooking and not baking, you could pretty much do whatever you want. But if it's baking, that's a science. You gotta follow the directions to the T. Hi, Mark. So then what you wanna do is take your lemon and you squeeze some lemon juice in there to give it some good flavors. Sorry if I don't have good eye contact. I have both my phones going right now, so trying to say hi to everybody. But you gotta squeeze the lemon juice in there. Oh gosh. And so right now we have dill, lemon, garlic, paprika, and I don't have a food processor. You don't need it, but it's better if you have it. Just have a blender, but you want to use the blade like this. That processes it better than the one that's like this. Okay, so it says to blend it for 2 minutes. I don't know if it's gonna take that long, but we'll see. So take your little blender thing. Oh, you gotta plug it in. And then you gotta make sure it's kind of... Okay, I think I need to add a little bit more lemon juice because this is... Oh, it's okay. All right, hold on. This is your pate. I don't know how well blended it is. I'm gonna put just a little bit more lemon juice just so it gets a little bit smoother. It can be chunky, but I think it'd be better smooth. And I never made this before, so you're seeing it live for the first time. So this is just gonna have to do, and we're not done yet. What you wanna do is this is kind of like a healthier dish. So instead of using like a cracker, which is crunchy, you're gonna use the cucumber for your crunch. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take off the skin, but just half of the skin, just so it looks pretty, because you always want everything you make to look pretty, because half of the taste is with your eyes, okay? So what you wanna do, and I'm gonna try to make this plate pretty. I am not the best plater, but you wanna cut your cucumber about 1/2 inch, and I'm just gonna do a couple of them. And we'll lay it out on the plate so it's kind of pretty. Hey, Charles. All right, so there we go. And what you want to do is you want to put this into a bag, and you're going to put it on top of the cucumbers and then garnish it. Okay, so you take your bag, you're gonna scoop the pate into the bag. I'm just gonna call it nut mixture. Okay, so you put it into the bag. And then what you wanna do is cut a little bit at the tip so you can make it pretty. So you want to cut the end. You could use a Ziploc bag for this. And what you do is, hopefully it ends up how I want it to. I'm going to make 2 or 3 for you because I got to cut the hole bigger. Hold up. The nuts are a little bit chunky. So this looks like it's gonna be, it looks kind of like hummus on top, but it's not. We'll see how it tastes, but I think it's cool because I think it's a vegetarian dish, and the nut adds the protein and like the different flavors, so we'll see. So you have the pate on top of the cucumber, and then you garnish it with, you either garnish it, the person in the recipe garnished it with a flour, but I don't know who has spare flowers hanging around, so I'm just cutting up a little cherry tomato, putting it on top of the cucumber, and taking a little piece of dill. Actually, not a little piece, but ta-da! All right, let's see how this thing tastes. So. Okay, I shouldn't have put that whole thing in my mouth, but it tastes a lot like dill. If you like dill, let's just try this plain. It's actually really good. And if you make a full plate of it, it's gonna be like a really pretty appetizer. You can serve at a party or just for your family. It's not super unhealthy, and it looks cute. And with the tomato, I know it's nowhere near Christmas, but it has red and green for Christmas, and just pretty. All right, I wanna do this whole plate just so I can show you guys how cute it looks, because we're all about cute here. So, okay, we're gonna cut it. I'm gonna use different colored tomatoes to add some fun. Okay, I'll do one more. Okay, ta-da! Alright, so I will post a recipe in the comments if any of you are interested. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!